Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHUTV. My name is John, your host as always. I hope you're all doing well. This video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the 1976 home shirt that inspired this home shirt for this season, and also the 1980 FA Cup final shirt that inspired this season's away kit. But there are also England retro shirts. There's also European club retro shirts, and also SPL and other Premier League retro shirts. So there's loads to choose from. Basically anything you purchase through the link in the description below for the next 17 purchases will go directly to Isla's fight. So come on guys, I know you want to get some good money over to that charity and help her continue with her rehabilitation after she's been cancer free. As you would have seen from the intro, this is the discussion of the second home game at the London Stadium for West Ham United at 3 o'clock in the Premier League on Saturday afternoon. Now guys, we haven't played Norwich at home since, was it February 2015, if I'm 16, if I remember correctly. So it's basically 3.5 years. But our last 6 Premier League encounters with them have been, we've won 2, drawn 3, and lost 1. So on their old form, it's a good. We would be very confident going into this game. However, Norwich have not the best of starts so far. They've only won one of the last 3 Premier League games so far, which is the victory over Newcastle. They lost 4-1 to Liverpool on the opening day of the season. Guys, we know we lost 4-0 at the start of the last season, so we know how that feels. And they also lost 3-2 to Chelsea at the weekend, but it's still a good start for them. They played some very, very good football in those games as well, which I'll come on to in a minute. But they also lost to Crawley Town in the Carabao Cup on Tuesday night. It looks like Pukki was their top goal scorer so far, which we'll talk about in a minute. Was rested purely for the Premier League game. Now, from doing my research, I was looking around a few different websites. As you guys know, I like to use premierinjuries.com for the up-to-date information of who's injured and who's coming back. But I found a very, very cool website called fantasyyamar.com, who they were talking about Allaire, and they mentioned Norwich, and it's quite a funny quote, so I thought you guys might like to hear this. It says, to quote them, while Norwich have impressed going forward, their defence has been given off noxious odours thus far. I really, really do like that. It's a brilliant quote. I think it's brilliant. So basically, they've been farting about is what they're saying, and which is again not that much dissimilar to us, to be honest with you. Now, as I said, we talked about Pukki a few seconds ago. He's got 5 goals and 1 assist in 3 games. Very, very good signing for them. They got him for free when they were down in the Championship last season. So and they obviously won the title of the Championship last season as well. So and they've continued on, not in the winning manner that they did, but especially in the performance way they've been playing. They play some very, very good, free-flowing, beautiful football. And Pukki has really done my fantasy league well. He's really pushed me up the table over the last 2 weeks. So I'm happy from that side of things. But I really think we're going to struggle against him. There's another player that I think we need to keep an eye out for is Todd Cantwell as well, who's got a goal and 2 assists. So again, not bad for 3 games into the season. Now let's obviously just. Before we turn on to Norwich's injuries, I'm sure we will give a very warm welcome to former right back Sam Byram, and of course Henry Lansbury, who was on loan from Arsenal with us under the Allardyce days in the Championship and our first season back in the Premier League. So I'm sure we'll give them a very, very warm welcome. I certainly will be, that's for sure. Premierinjuries.com shows that Norwich is without striker Josip Dumrich, I think you pronounced that, but it does also show at the same point that his expected return is actually this weekend. So there's a good chance he could be in the squad. But they are without winger Onel Hernandez due to a knee knee injury requiring surgery. Centre back duo Tim Close with a relatively same sort of knee ligament injury, and also Christoph Zimmermann, who's out with a hip injury. Now they both played in the Carabao Cup, so it looks like they picked up the injuries out of that game by those things. I mean, guys, if there's any Norwich fans watching, then by all means, please let me know in the comments if that's correct. But that's certainly what it looks like. Now, turning to us, our last time out, we beat a very resilient Newport County 2-0. If you want to watch the live watch with, then click on the card that's up here, which is a very, very good conversation I had with everybody. As the guys that know this channel for a little while now, I've been starting to do all the away games, discussing it on the live stream. Often imitated, but never duplicated. We scored 2 goals from a clean-up mistake, shall we say, from Jack Wilshere, and a very nice goal from Fornells, who was trying to score at every given moment he could to really show himself to Pellegrini, and as well to as us and his club mates as well. Now, of course, the draw was last night, so thank you to everybody that's pushed that viewing figures to over 8,000 people. That's been absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. And of course, there was a lot of people signed up last night when I did the live roundup to the draw. Didn't go the way I was planning to, but as usual, Sky Sports are always quite late with that. But we drew Oxford away in the week commencing the 23rd of September. So it was going to be, we'll keep an eye out for that. I'll obviously, if I can't get a ticket for it, which I'm going to try and do once everything's confirmed, then I'll obviously do a live stream for that as well. So keep your eyes peeled over the next 4 weeks, guys. But against Newport County, it was a great performance from Roberto. I thought he played very, very well. It was a good performance from Wilshere in the second half, not so much in the first, and a very surprising, encouraging performance from Sanchez. There was a bloke on Facebook that I saw on Wednesday morning. I put a question up on one of the Facebook pages asking when did Noble black up and stick on a wig, because Sanchez was brilliant. I was very, very impressed with him. Maybe he's starting to find his feet a little bit. Okay, granted, it's League One Newport County, but still, he was one of the best players out there in midfield across the whole game before he got substituted off. However, Diop had a pretty poor performance, and he seemed to realise this quite sufficiently when he went to head of the ball, and it went quite wide for his goal attempt. And he literally ran shaking his head for quite a while, so we knew he was having a bad game. But I've got every confidence that Diop is going to be back into his normal flow. I mean, everyone has a poor game. He's been a little bit inconsistent, if I'm honest, the last few games. But at the same point, he's learning. He's still a young kid, and he's still learning. Unfortunately, for those that knew about it as well, very, very early on, about 6 minutes into the game, Antonio pulled his hamstring, and while he was running at goal. And it appears that is actually a lot worse than everybody thinks. Now, Pellegrini did confirm that he's going to be assessed tomorrow, but the rumours that were coming out over the last couple of days is that there's a big possibility that he's actually torn his hamstring and is going to require surgery. I think he's going to require surgery anyway, by the sounds of things. So if this is a confirmed diagnosis, he's going to be out for at least probably 2 to 3 months, which is a big, big blow for us, because as Pellegrini slightly tongue-in-cheek said that he's our super sub at the minute, and that's a big, big blow. We are still without Winston Reid as it stands at the moment, but it looks like he could actually return to full training soon, so that's very good. I'm quite happy with that. Hernandez was 50% chance of playing this weekend, but as of the press conference, the pre-match conference, I should say, Pellegrini's confirmed that he has recovered, and that Wilshere is also to be assessed tomorrow, as he's still not 100% fit yet, which understandable given how his performance was against Newport County. So guys, let's turn over to the starting 11 now, shall we? Now, my starting 11 for this game is going to be Fabianski in goal, with Fredericks at right back, Balbuena, Diop and Johnson making up the back four in total. Rice and Noble in the holding midfield positions, with Anderson, Lanzini, Fornells and Allaire. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. My personal thoughts on what Pellegrini is going to do is he's going to put out Fabianski, obviously, Fredericks, Diop, Ogbonna and Masuaku as the back four. The reason being for this is apparently Pellegrini has been playing Diop and Ogbonna because he likes a centre-back left with a left foot, and a centre-back right with a right foot, which is the reason why those two have been playing. However, I don't think it's the right call, but this is what I reckon Pellegrini is going to do because he's very, very stubborn when it comes to this. But you never know. We'll find out on Saturday lunchtime. Holding midfielders of Rice and Noble. I reckon Anderson, Lanzini and Snodgrass making up the attacking midfield with Allaire up front. Now, I know there's a big shout for Yarmolenko to start. For obvious reasons, but I personally think Anderson plays better on the right wing. I've said it quite a few times already this season, and I said it a lot last season. I reckon we're going to be, with the exception of Allaire, I reckon we're going to be seeing probably the same sort of squad that faced Fulham in the Christmas period, because that's basically what it's going to be. That's what I reckon. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you're new round here, welcome. It's great to see you. If you like what I'm doing and you want to know more, then by all means, please consider hitting the subscriber button and hitting the subscribe button, I should say, and hit the notification bell to get first dibs on when all the videos and live streams are going up. By the way, thank you to everybody that's signed up over the last 6 days. It's been absolutely mental. On Friday it was just over 1,000 subscribers, and now it's 1,093 if I remember correctly. So almost a month's growth in just under a week. So thank you very much to everybody that's supported the channel, and it really does mean a lot. I'm loving the fact it seems that you guys are loving the live streams that I'm doing. By all means, guys, as I say, put your comments in the comments section below. Let me know what formation you'd play. Would you agree with the formation setup I've done? Would you agree with either of my predictions? And let me know what you think the result's going to be. I personally think this is going to be a 2-2 draw. I really do. It's got goals in it for sure. I'd love it. I would absolutely love it for us to get all 3 points. Don't get me wrong, which means we would have 7 points from 4 games. The biggest tally we've probably ever had at the start of the season for quite a few years now, especially for August. If you like the video and you feel I deserve it, then by all means please click the like button. If you don't like the video, click the dislike button and let me know why in the comments, because I'm happy to always change this channel for you guys, improve it in any way that I can. And also please share this video with anybody that you feel may want to watch it. So in the meantime, guys, there's going to be nothing coming up tomorrow / Friday. Nothing. I've been very busy. I've only had Monday night to myself this week. It's been great interacting with everybody, well, most of you. But as I say, it's just Friday night I'm off, so next time you will see me will be on Saturday evening when I do the post-match reaction. I'm not sure if it's going to be a pre-record or a live stream yet. Depends on how I'm feeling about it. But as I say, guys, thank you very much for your time. If you're new around here, as I say, remember to subscribe, and I will see you on Saturday. You take care and enjoy the rest of your week.